Welcome back, everybody, to Tube Tycoon. As you can see over here, obviously, last video, our crusty butt cheeks video just blew up, and the soft butt cheeks one wasn't as popular as the first one, obviously, but it still drew in a lot of attention. For some reason, people like to see them crusty as opposed to soft and smooth. Why? I don't really know, but apparently that's what floats the viewer's view, or the viewer's boat, in the Tube Tycoon universe. Anyway, let's get underway today. We have a few topics to talk. Actually, we don't have a few topics. We only have one topic to talk about today, which is going to be thumbnails. People have asked me, Falcon, do thumbnails matter? And how should I go about thumbnails? I'll talk to you about thumbnails here today, but for now, let's go ahead. And what I wanted to do is, we're so close to the third skill point required to unlock the second and third recording slots, which should be pretty cool. Then we'll be able to have more than one game rolling at one time. So we'll be able to, differentiate. We don't have to, basically wear out only one game. Because right now, Tube Tycoon isn't doing too hot for us, so I would love to have the second and third recording slot available for that. But for now, we'll do our first episode of Tube Tycoon and see how that does. Let's go into record a movie. Got no tags today. Basic vlog is going to be 34. Basic vlog, vlog, blog. I'll give you guys both, so then both of you people are happy. Whoever's okay with me saying vlog, good for you. If you have a hate boner for me calling it a vlog, then I'll call it a vlog as well. We'll say vlog vlog. I'll take up more time of the video just talking about the vlog vlogs than anything else. Let's see. What do we have? It's actually kind of not too bad. About a commonly electrical mortar. About commonly cookies. About a crazy ukulele. This ukulele is just too absurd about its life out here. So we'll go ahead and make the crazy ukulele as well. And let's go ahead and do a daily vlog. Why not? Let's see, 4 and a 4. People tell me the numbers don't matter, so I'm going by your suggestion here. So, today we're talking about thumbnails. This is the artwork you see on the video whenever you search stuff on YouTube. Thumbnails and boobs clickbait. Because let's be honest here. There is a lot of clickbait that goes on, not only with titles, but also with thumbnails. So we'll talk about that here pretty soon. So, there we go. Get that up and running as well. Let's see how my videos do for today. Thumbnails. Do thumbnails matter? I believe they do. They absolutely do. It gives you a way to kind of differentiate your videos from other ones as well. Like, say, for instance, you do a really hot release title. And you kind of wanted to stand out. Say, for instance, you don't have a thumbnail, right? Jesus Christ, those two videos are going crazy. My goodness God. What happened here? Look at these three videos just blowing up. That was really good. Oh boy. $7,800 and $6,800. $86, $75, $15 from the Tube Tycoon one. Pretty good. Let's find out what the comments are. Coopson says 100 like. Jack PL says this video is so delicious. Is it though? Is it really? Jack PL. Did you go ahead over here and lick your screen and you're like, this particular Falcon video today is actually really quite delicious. Let me tell you guys, don't do that. Don't ever lick your screen and try to find out the taste of my videos, please. ECS says, terrific video, one of your best. Yes, you're not wrong about that. I personally believe that all my videos are the best, ECS, because you gotta believe that. You gotta be proud in your work. Hendel7 says, apparently Hendel7 has 2 mouths. Somebody call the government, this guy's a mutant over here. Piniac says, look at 817, you can thank me later. I'm not going to look over there, Piniac. You're probably lying to me. There's nothing happening there. You liar. Pole Sam says 100 like. Rizokia said this is so funny. Walnut TV says great montage. Piniac, nice videos. Chocolate Milk Vlog says I could not find anything interesting in this video. Well, that's probably because, I don't know, you just don't like crazy ukuleles. And who doesn't like crazy ukuleles? You know what, Chocolate Milk Vlog? You take it back right now. Everybody likes crazy ukuleles. I have made my entire life's work and rendition on crazy ukuleles. Thumbnails and boobs clickbait. Nice work, thumbs up. I have been waiting for this forever, says Drostic. Have you? Why? What's so impressive about a video about thumbnails and boobs clickbait? Well, I guess I just answered my own question, right? Max says this video is so delicious. Apparently we have this guy over here looking videos too. Polsen says terrific video, one of your best. Do you use a calculator to record? My God. Crychan's over here just hitting me really hard with my video quality. Dog, I record this shit in 2080, my friend, okay? 2080! Wow, what kind of resolution am I rolling with over here? 2080, he says. 1080p is what I meant. Obviously, jerks. Bionicl recommended my videos, got more subs out of that. Bionicl's apparently a huge guy on YouTube in his world. Look at this shit. Apparently, a recommendation for Bionicl gives you 256 subs. Really? Bionicl hit me up in real life, dog. I want you to recommend my channel. Yeah, that means 256 subs just like that. We're up to $370. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and find out if the old Brotherhood is ready to roll again. They are! Good, we have money for it. So we have worn out the essence of fame, haven't we? I guess we could do it over and over? Huh. How about that? No, let's do something different, though. How about we do the essence of activity or time? Let's do activity. Activity, energy, experience. Oh, more experience would be nice, so that we get, like, more skill points, huh? Let's do that one. Cool. Skill improve. More experience for recording. Yeah! After drinking to make sure you feel kind of more academic. From now on, every film gives you more experience points than usual. Oh, sweet. We'll be able to get our points faster that way. What is the next one out of curiosity? 200? We could make it right now, should we? No, I'll hold off until we get some more money, but I'm happy about more experience now for sure. Let's go back to the office and let's go to get some sleep. Alrighty, end of day 43. $154. No tags again? That's unfortunate. Let's do our Tube Tycoon. Let's follow it up with basic vlog. About cute Facebook. I don't know why that cracks me up so much. Anyway, thumbnails Falcon, right. Let's see. Actually, one second. I want to get rid of Tube Tycoon and get another game in here. Yeah, I want to get another game. We have some money for it anyway. We are 154. What game can we pick up out of curiosity? Record game. Tube Stim. Let's see here. Come on. We've already had that before. World of Glue. Instead of World of Glue. Oh, how about we finally pick up Birdman Asylum? Gotta do it, right? It's Batman Asylum, obviously, but we're gonna call it Birdman because, hey, Mr. Falcon. Grand Theft Vehicle 5. No, sir. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm not going back to the old Falcon. That Falcon is dead and gone. I killed him. I am a new Falcon. That's an old Falcon. I'll give you guys a spoiler. I actually killed the first guy. You remember the guy from GTA 5 series? I killed that guy and I replaced him. Alright? That's the truth. That's the reason why we sound so different. It's occupied, right? So we have to finish up with the Tube Tycoon series first, right? So we'll go ahead and probably record another one right back to back, and we'll just make sure that's the last episode that we're doing here today. Hurry up, come on. So, record a game, we'll go into last one. Record, $161. Maybe a big YouTuber will like my final episode of Tube Tycoon, and then we'll, get some more subs out of it. So, thumbnails, Falcon. Thumbnails matter because, as I mentioned, when you're showing up in search results, if you don't have a thumbnail, like basically what shows up on the search results is basically a random portion of your... Oh, we got a user like after all. Yeah! You'll probably just get like a random frame of your gameplay as the quote-unquote thumbnail for your video, right? So people look for videos and then they show up, like all these videos pop up and you have all the fancy clickbait thumbnails with the boobs and the guys with their face on the thumbnail making silly faces and just like being like, oh, I'm so random and I'm such a memester channel. A lot of people like that, and a lot of people, like a lot of audience go after those channels because, I guess they're into that sort of, stuff, whatever. But you see a lot of thumbnails that are just either like clickbait related, where it's kind of like, some sort of meme. You have a YouTuber with their face on the thumbnail just being really, really wacky guy. You have thumbnails with like, boobs and asses. Some of them are like really like showing the goods, but not really quite. There's all sorts of different thumbnails, but I do believe in the end all go, it does matter. If you're gonna go with the clickbaity one, then go for it. I guess that's your prerogative to do so. But you definitely want a thumbnail because otherwise YouTube just picks a random frame from your video and that's your thumbnail, and then people search the videos and they'll see all these like really interesting thumbnails and they'll see your capture of the video, a random frame of your video, and be like, hey, why should I click on this over here when I have cool and exciting thumbnails I want to click from? So obviously that's the first thing that when people will look for videos, the first thing they will see is a thumbnail. So you definitely want to have something kind of interesting. Cosper liked my videos. We're at 352. Great. So let's go ahead and record a game and start a new series on, let's see, Birdman Asylum, we said. Absolutely. $38, go for it. The interest should be high, right? Because it's a new game? Hopefully. So, yeah, you definitely want to have something right there that's going to attract the audience first and foremost. What I normally go for is, I don't even do anything too crazy. I'll go into Google, I'll search for the title of my game, and then I'll just randomly look around and see if there's any sort of picture I like to use for the thumbnail. And hey, the Illuminati like my channel too. How about that? So I'll usually do that. If not, usually whenever a developer or a publisher sends me a key to their game, they'll also send along a press kit, which is like, a zip file or RAR file, whatever, which has a bunch of thumbnails, a bunch of promotional artwork, etc., etc. And if I like what I see there, I'll use it as a thumbnail as well. But I normally don't go with that aspect too much unless it's kind of like the last ditch effort, because normally you have to imagine that most people that are making videos for that game are also using the same thumbnail. So again, you want to like, you know, on the search results, you want to like, you know, show up, you know, you want to kind of catch people's eyes. So if you have the same press artwork that everybody else that's doing in the game is having it, then you're not going to really, you know, stand out. So if you find something different, but still related to the game, it'll at least give you like a bit more of a, people will be like, oh, this is different than the other ones. Let me click this one perhaps. So thumbnail is really important. Always have something in there at the very least. You know, if you can't do anything fancy, I don't do anything fancy, believe me. What do I have? I have my little Falcon logo in the corner somewhere. I have a scroll little thing with the number of the episode, and then some random artwork. That's my thumbnail. It's nothing too crazy. I think it works for me, and I don't necessarily want to be like, you know, wacky memester thumbnail guy. So, you know, do whatever works for you, but absolutely have thumbnail artwork in there just to kind of like have you stand out in search results at least a little bit, and try to be a little bit creative as well. So if you see everybody with a single type of thumbnail, get something different, just so at least you kind of stand out and people might feel more inclined to check your video out, just because, you know, it's not the same thumbnail that everybody else has. It's not a guarantee it'll happen, but it's a possibility. KV says, I've been waiting for this forever, thanks. Lenique, that was too funny. Black Widow, LOL, I love you. Oh, apparently Black Widow went from saying my video sucked and giving me 2 out of 10s to saying he or she loves me. I'm gonna hopefully go with a she. I mean, if he's a he and he loves me, that's perfectly fine, dog. I mean, I'm flattered, believe me. I mean, well, I can't really deny the charm of the Birdman here. Guys, women, you know, they all kind of dig the bird, what can I say? Because bird is, indeed, the word. Xerox0928, he's still part of a big batch of Xerox paper copies, says, I'm retarded. Really? I'm the retarded one here? Number one, that's really offensive, okay? I would not use that word as a derogatory comment towards anybody. Alright, that's really insensitive, Xerox. And I'll tell you what, I know you are, but am I, okay, you jerk? Anyway, we have the Illuminati liking my video. Perfect. Maybe they won't come after me in a while. And that's about it. Let's go ahead and rest ourselves here a little bit. End of day 44, we're up to 120. Oh, we have a tag-on video. Sweet, I love these. I'd like to invite you to record a tag-on, my first time, from Jacek Makarewicz. My first time. I think we talked about this before. I'll tell you this much. You know how they say you always remember your first time? I honestly do not remember my first time. And it's not to say that I was like, you know, some sort of like, you know, fucking promiscuous child or something. That's not the case, but I just really, like, the other day I was thinking about this, and like, cause I saw like the line in a movie that I was watching, or something on television perhaps, and people were like saying like, you know, oh, you always remember your first time, and I started thinking, I was kind of like, I really don't remember my first time. And you might be a funny guy and be like, well, it's because you never had a first time, Falcon. Bird, sick bird. You know what? Fuck you. It's not funny. Okay, I've had a first time. I've had many times, okay? This Birdman gets around, baby. He flaps his wings out there. He just flops all over the place like a floppy bird. No, but really. I'm not trying to make myself like a fucking bird prostitute here, but later, Bionicl. Hey, look at that. Vochas liked my video too. I can't remember it, like, honestly, like, I can't. And the thing is, what's weird is, again, I'm not saying this to, like, you know, sound like I'm some sort of, like, you know, fucking dude that has to brag, or, like, you know, some sort of, like, fucking, like, Casanova, but it's funny because I can't remember that, but then the other days, not the other day, but this was, like, maybe a couple of months back, I was actually just in my head, for some random reason, thinking about the times I have, and I was just trying to, like, piece together, like, you know, certain mates that I've had over the course of my lifespan. And it's so weird because when I was doing that, a lot of them popped out randomly that I wasn't even aware that they even happened or existed. Like, and it happens a lot. I'll tell you this much. It happens a lot when you're, you know, you're partying a lot, and, you know, you're a little bit possibly intoxicated and just having a good time with people, and, you know, things just happen because they happen. You're kind of like, you wake up the next morning, you're like, oh, hey, that actually happened. Cool. Or the one that you don't want to ever happen. This has happened to me a couple of times, so you wake up and you're like, oh, hey, that actually happened. Oh my god, that actually happened. And you try to rush out of there as soon as possible because what you're looking at next to you is not something you're really too proud of. But under a certain lighting and certain amount of alcohol, oh, that baby was a 10 out of 10, I tell you. Anyway, it happens a lot, but yeah, I really cannot recall what the first one was. I have an idea who it was, but at the same time, I don't think that was it. Like, I have doubts about it, too. I don't know. It's so weird to talk about it. Birdman Asylum did relatively well for the second episode. The new intro's epic. More films. Hello. I'm your biggest fan. Thanks a lot, Limpamo. Matthias the Herring says, Moo, he's a cow now. And Xerox, no, get out of here, Xerox. I'm not going to talk to a person that uses retard as a derogatory term, you jerk. Let's go ahead and record some vlogs, though, however, because those should be high up now. Absolutely they are. Okay, we'll do a video about the Sicilian Facebook. Actually, you know what? Speaking of Sicilian Facebook, it's actually really cool. I'm excited because I started watching Sopranos last night for the first time ever. Yes, I am the guy who is waiting until the year 2016 to watch The Sopranos. It's fine, though. You know what? That's the reason why I have Amazon Prime. I could just stream the fuck out of that until I'm good and done. And it's really weird because I actually had like this strange urge to rewatch Breaking Bad instead. Because, on occasion I'll remember about a show. I've had a really strange urge recently to either rewatch Breaking Bad or Lost. Lost, it's not as great to me now that I think about it, but I still love John Locke from Lost. Like, every time that motherfucker was on screen, I thought he was either a badass or I would be in complete tears about his, troublesome past and history. Let me tell you, motherfuckers, do not laugh. If I cry whenever John Locke had a misfortune in that show, it's perfectly fine. You tell me you didn't cry when John Locke had all that shit happen to him. He was such a fucking depressing character to root for, man. I was always, in tears. I was like, come on. Stop being mean to John Locke, you dicks. But, yeah, so I had, an urge to watch those again, but I have such a huge bucket list of, shows and movies I still need to watch. So, I couldn't do it. So I was kind of like, no, you know what? As much as I really want to rewatch these, I need to do and get some of the shit off of my bucket list because I have such a huge list of shows and movies I still have to watch. That fucking bucket list. I'm pretty sure all of you guys know what I'm talking about right now. Hold up. There you go. We all have it, right? You have either a bucket list when it comes to video games, when it comes to movies, when it comes to television shows. We all have them. I have such a huge bucket list when it comes, or is it bucket list, or maybe are we talking about? It's either bucket list or backlog. I think both of them are correct, but it matters what how you see it. By the way, that video is blowing up. But we all have them, right? We all have either tons of video games we still haven't played, tons of movies we still haven't watched, tons of shows we haven't watched. So instead of rewatching something I've seen already twice, I was kind of like, no. You know what? Let's finally watch The Sopranos. I watched it, and I watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm already loving it so far. So I'm not sure. I've heard that later on it dips in quality. But that's a complaint you always hear about people, right? There's always a show that's really good, and eventually people are like, yeah, well, it's not as good as the first season. Oh, it's not as good as the second season. It always happens. So far, though, I'm enjoying it. We'll see how it kind of goes forward here. That was a crazy video. Holy shit. Let's see what the comments over here saying. Awesome work. I love your video. 8 liker. That 8 liker's really special, huh? You should have probably waited 61 more likes so you could have been 69 NZPG. Lenik, nice videos. Let's subscribe your channel. You've subscribed way too many times already, Lenik. How about you stop unsubscribing? And let's see here. Huziak, who's been hating on my videos for a long time now, apparently liked that video. Good on us. And we're out of power. We're almost up to level 3. Not level 3, but another skill point, which will give us 2nd and 3rd recording slots. Perfect. I think we wrap it up here for today, guys. We're almost up to $500. We have 6,000 subs now. We're looking pretty good here. I guess I mentioned, keep leaving your comments in the comments below in terms of what you want me to talk about, and we'll cover some more of those topics going forward. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.